It's the Cable MTG Show.
Well, I haven't one ringed in a bit. We can do a bit of that. Not quite in the mood for this one. What am I in the mood for? I know there's only one of this. Well, yeah. It's its name, the One Ring. Hadoi. Yeah, so Mox Diamond pitching a land gets offset by the One Ring, drawing all the cards in the universe pretty quickly. Ragavan's pretty juicy too. We kind of just did a red aggro deck. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like we literally just did a Johnny stuff. I got this worm. Maybe do flash or sneak attack things. Could be kind of fun. The One Ring plays pretty well with sneak attack because like they just die, so the life loss doesn't matter very much. And also bridges the gap between 4 mana to 5 mana where you can go sneak plus activate. A little tempted by that Faithless Looting. Think about that Scalding Tarn too. Yeah, give me the Tarn. A little more hype. I don't know if I could handle very much hype right now. I'm a little faded, as it were. A little tuckered out. Early night? Tonight? Maybe. I think I've got at least a couple more drafts in me. I don't want to do an early night every night. Gotta space those fuckers out. I want to be the consistent streamer with the consistent hours. Library. Yeah, give me that. Mystical's a little tempting. Just a little. So you're not going to draft it over Library of Alexandria. Not this early. Not before I know what archetypes I've got. I think Malevolent Rumble's the best card in this pack. Could take Thespian Stage or Starting Town, I guess. I'm going to get that Rumble. Let me find the One Ring a little bit more often, You've missed me when you wake up in the mornings, when you don't see me at my usual time. Yeah, those are mostly for tournaments, though. Not me, like, cutting out early. Those are when I've, like, already streamed for, like, 9 hours. Tournaments are exhausting, too. You, like, can't slip up, and then you gotta start, stop, start, stop. How the landscape lands been feeling? They're pretty bad. I do like them in the archetype that they're intended for. The green landfall deck, I do like them there. They're much better for triggering multiple landfalls in a turn than they are for, like, fixing your mana. Better as a combo piece than a fixer. I guess. Oh shit, what up? Hey Kevin, thanks for the sob, thanks for 60 months there, the big 6-0. For sure, Fracus, for sure. Let's play this guy's Cradle. I mean, I know I grabbed the World Spine Worm with the idea that it might be sneak attacking or flashing, and the Tyrant kind of works with that. But currently we've got two cheaper things. Could just work out really well. Now I have to choose between Stomping Ground, Carry Tit, or Atali. Atali's so much fucking fun. Oh well. Yeah, I'll draft a Cobra. I'm not above it. We have a fetch here already. Yeah, it might just be that landfall deck we were just talking about, Yeah, Landscape's actually more important than Mystic, even though we've got a Cradle. Now that we have Harmonizer and Tifa, like these fetches got real good. Yeah, I'll take a Mox. Even if it's off color. There's a recall there. I think Mox Synergy is better, huh? Play the Tifa or the Lotus Cobra turn 1. No respect for Yogswell. I haven't seen Yogswell played in a while. Face up Commando's Echo. Chariot's kind of just okay. I think I'm gonna put this currency converter. Not currently a Nadu deck. Kind of a stress around the mana base. We do have the Scalding Tarn, though. Mox Diamond helps with the splash, too. Alright. Something that I haven't really done is, like, Nadu plus pump spells. Like this Berserker and Invigorate. The issue here is that I can't really justify taking those cards over a Heath. The fetches are really good. I dig the Green Sun. Green Sun's doing a lot here. Gets a combo card, gets a combo card. This is kind of cute with Guy's Cradle. Thinking about that bear. Having cards with like natural sources of trample plays really well with Harmonizer. Missing some Crucible effects here. Last couple times I saw Prime and I was in green, someone snagged it and it didn't wheel back to me. Yeah, we're missing Fast Bond, Exploration, and some Crucibles, and that's about it. Yeah, I still would be sweet. Green Sun Zenithable, Crucible effect. Oh, hey. We have to pass a Wooded Foothills for it, but currently we have 3 fetches. And the Ice Steel is very good here. Have I liked Baloth Prime? Yeah, it's solid. Gonna be good here where I've got like Safekeeper and a bunch of fetches. If your deck is trying to like recur fetches, might try Rancor again. It didn't play very well the last time I had it in one of these style of decks, but I do have like the Nadu here. We'll see. I did not want to marry Arwen to Nadu, you know. I don't have those white manas. How long can tea sit out at room temperature and still be totally fine? What's the longest date you would still risk it? 4 hours? That's ridiculous. Date like days? Yeah. 72 hours? That's about what this would be. Because I made this cup of tea yesterday morning when I was mid-tournament. It smells good. Has it been steeping the whole time? No. There's no sugar in it. Sugar-free, baby. Yeah, no milk, no sugar. What are people worried about? Bacterial growth, I think. Yeah, it smells good. We'll see if I die or not. I kind of like the Yavimaya making library and City Traders green sources sometimes. Not huge undelighted halfling here. Maybe Monolith's good. Just letting me double spell. No love for Candelabra? No. Little better in Academy decks where the Candelabra is itself juicing up the Academy. So I do have this World Spine Worm for the Flash if I want to try to pair them. The rest of the deck just does not work with those cards very well, though. I think I'd rather have like an Ancient Tomb or a Crop Rotation or a Titanium. Yeah, ideally you'd have more than one thing to flash in. This is like the best thing, though. We already saw Mystical Tutor, so we're not going to get that to find the flash more often. Thinking about that Lotus Petal a little bit. And this Occult Epiphany, maybe. I've been pretty happy with 6. Might wheel that Krasis, too. We are really not hitting combo pieces, huh? Oh, there we go. There's a little bill action. Could play Lutri plus Berserk again. That was kind of sick. The Taiga really adds depth to the Tarn. There's already Stomping Ground. We're only going to be playing like a single island here is all. Maybe I need that Tireless Tracker. The Yavimaya got a lot better. Yeah, I thought I was going to wheel a little something out of that pack. No Crucible effects the entire draft. Somebody must have been jamming it. Oh, no, we got one. We got the Ice Tail Explorer. That one's nice because it gives you an extra land drop, too. We didn't see Exploration or Fast Bond. And the Ice Tail, like, kind of lets you be more explosive. I don't think I'm going to play the Mutagenic Growth. Kind of wondering if I should cut the Rancor too. We already have a few other sources of trample. It would look good on like Bill or Tireless Tracker maybe. Or the Harmonizer itself. Is Tarmogoyf good in any deck? It's good with Pyrogoyf. It's the only real spot I want it. Yeah, Once Upon a Time is sort of a land. I think I'm just going to jam this. Is one island enough? The Scalding Tarn only having 2 fetchables is a bit iffy. But I don't see myself needing 2 islands ever. Just something to keep in mind, I guess. Yeah, we want extra lands, right? We want extra lands for Mox Diamond. We want extra lands for all of our landfall. Lutri. We can cast Lutri. We got Stomping Ground and Island here. Both fetchable. This hand's so fucking close. Mono green bad mana, let's go. I still can always rebuy the Guy's Cradle anyway, And this is much less risky in terms of getting the Chariot down next turn. It's an exciting draw. Fair enough. Oh. Oh, hey. These look like greens from the garden. That really paid off this year. Just doing like a shitload of gardening. This is dead. Shouldn't I be able to, like, sack with those triggers on the stack? I just went through them, like, immediately. I should be able to stack the trigger and then sack the landscape. So that I still doesn't mill the fucking card. You think I clicked auto yield on both of them? Oh, okay. Well, that'd explain that. Hand's kind of slow, but I'll keep it. Well, that could go really bad for me. Shit. Oh shit, what up? Hey, FF True North, thanks for the sub, thanks for 9 months. Bill and Nadu are pretty good. We need to actually, like, untap with them, though, so we'll see about that. Chat's whining about my my opponent's deck because I'm playing Nadu over here. How'd I end up in the modern event yesterday? I went 7-2 and missed top 8. I got 9th. Pretty fun run. Pretty good times. Gonna be playing as many of those tournaments as I can this this season. You still love me? Oh, thank you. I was worried. I was like, is Wilhelm still gonna love me even if I don't win this this RCQ? What was I playing? I was playing Infinity. Hello. Ooh. Why will I be playing as many of those events as possible? Because I want to. I streamed an RCQ this week and the other week, and I really enjoyed them. It was a nice way to break up the old schedule, break up my routine. I think they're going to be good for preventing burnout. And it seemed like folks enjoyed watching them. Digging Modern right now or the deck? Neither. At least that's not what my my statement was referring to. I do. I did enjoy playing that deck, of course. It's a good one when you're just running Hotter Than Sin. Turn 1, put 18 power into play. Yeah, I think that's like my literal best turn 1 I've ever had in Modern. I don't think I've ever had a turn 1 kill in Modern. I was very happy with this. I like took a screen cap. Turn 1 here. So the start involved turn 1 Pinnacle, and then I just had multiple Mox Opals and Springleaf Drum in hand. And that let me Thought Monitor and Kappa Cannoneer on turn 1. It was pretty fucking good. There might have been some Thoughtcasts in there too, I'm not sure. Good shit though, huh? How are you finding streaming every day? Most days are pretty good. Most days are pretty chill. It's like... There are days when I feel burned out and I get frustrated and stuff. But those days are like the minority of days. Glad I didn't target the Nadu. A few different ways to get there, huh? Kind of a real question here, because like the turn 1 Noble lets you turn 2 Chariot or Krasis. But it's so pleasant to draw with Library. Too bad this Mox Pearl wasn't on color, huh? Yeah, when I saw the blue source turn 1, that's when I decided that I wanted to play the Delighted Halfling over the Noble Hierarch. So I can make an uncounterable Chariot turn 2 there. Could be some real nice pressure. Unfortunately, the Krasis is not a legend, so I'll have to get the Noble down before I can play it out. If you mana drain a spell that can't be countered, do you still get the mana? I think so. I think the spell still tries to resolve as much of itself as they can. Spellseeker described Probe, huh? Interesting. Do I prefer Questing Beast versus Chariot? Man, I used to like both of them a whole heck of a lot more. Yeah, it just depends on if you expect your opponent to have a Planeswalker or a removal spell. Chariot's certainly better with Guy's Cradle, huh? Opponent's made some white mana over there. Yeah, I was thinking that'd be just about the worst case scenario. Because now I don't have a blue source for this Krasis. They had to discard 3, but that's pretty worth it for them. Now I kind of wish I'd been drawing cards with library, I guess. Hard to tell if your opponent's playing like blue combo or like a blue control deck. Might be correct for us to just like drop to 7, Bye, creatures. Oh, shit. Lucci's gonna get me into that library faster. Definitely should have put it to hand there. I wonder what they kept as their 3 cards, because they discarded Cryptic Command and the One Ring to their balance. Maybe they confused it, because their next plays was Land Talisman, and it's hard for me to imagine keeping either of those over One Ring and Cryptic Command. I have been scolded. Fool of a tireless tracker. Know that the opponent is into their shell dock pile now. Fair enough. The zombie token is going to get copied by Chariot. Could be sweet. Ponder off the shell dock. Not bad. Hey, Skatera thinks the Saw thinks it's 17 months there. Skatera says, flew out of a slide at a water park like 10 feet onto the bottom slide. Back is completely bruised. PSA, listen exactly to instructions at water parks. Jesus. I saw a video recently, or I don't know if it was a video, it might have just been a photo, but it was a water slide on a cruise ship, and it just had a giant fucking hole in it, like 20 feet off the ground. Because a person just like blasted through. Terrifying. Man, I can't do shit, huh? 6 almost works. I can use 6 to recast like a 1-drop from the graveyard. And then use that to bin Yavimaya, and then that'll give me treasure from currency converter. Is this gonna be the second time I kill someone this way this stream? I guess we'll find out. Holding down control for this Berserk. Kind of wild, huh? That loot tree was really good that game. Even if it was... like, even when it was stranded in my hand for part of it, that was still helping me activate library and stuff. First time you've seen someone copy Berserk with loot tree for the win? That's not even the first time we've done that this stream. Earlier we won a red-green mirror doing that. And it felt like my opponent had been like playing better and had a slightly better deck for most of it. I don't know, we just stole the shit out of it. That's so much damage, right? Berserk plus Lutri. It's like all the damage in the universe. Berserk is a very cool card. Undeniably cool. The manga? Yeah, actually, I read a little bit of it. Mostly just watched the anime. And then the remake. If you top deck Pearl, probably just the turn 1 Nadu. Ripping a land was pretty good. I kind of did the Chariot, because we can go Chariot into Nadu and start getting Nadu triggers. Hey Cedric, since it's 71 months. Time flies. I do indeed. You're welcome for the content. A rude. Hopefully this Chariot's just awesome, huh? Hopefully it just carries my fat ass across the finish line here. Move over, kitties. Caleb gets the Chariot. I feel like this is a low chance of resolving him. But it sure is better to play it pre-combat. Because then the Chariot gives you a trigger. Guess it's technically best to lead on it, because it could crew the Chariot. What cards am I most excited about from the Spider-Man set? So there's a lot of cards that I've seen that I like as a Spider-Man fan. I'm excited about because the art's so fucking cool. But the set itself doesn't really get my giblets rustling, and I think that's because the setting doesn't really trigger my my sense of exploration and wonder and stuff. Like, we've had Magic sets set on Earth before, but they were in like antiquity. They were in ancient times. Whereas I could just go to fucking New York. It's right over there. I've been to New York. Spider-Man's setting is good, but it's like, you know, good for him. It makes him more relatable. Not what I would do for a fantasy sci-fi card game that's like particularly good at like immersing you into a world, because it shows you all these like cool little details of world building. It's very rare that I actually give a shit about like a character in the Magic storyline or the narrative. We have all these like original arts like fleshing out the universe, whereas Spider-Man's like a guy. Thanks to the 26 months there on agenda. I'm thinking here for a second because I could play my land and get a 4/4 and copy a 4/4, which seems better than copying a 2/2. I was like a little bit worried about them balancing and stuff, and then I lose my city of traders. You're not excited about pick 2 drafting? Pick 2 drafting just is not, it's like not even a new thing, right? I've literally done that at like Gen Con side events and stuff. Like it's not really a new deal. I'm expecting a balance here. One nice thing about playing the land, and it's like the main reason I did it. One nice thing about playing the land is it did, if they do balance, you know, then they have to discard one more. Then maybe Tracker gets to recoup everything. I'm actually not going to run out this Tracker. I might play the Cobra, though. One's got 1 ring protection, so we're just going to make another 4/4. And yeah, I'll put the Cobra out, I guess. Oh yeah, carding. It's mighty kind. Is this updated Chandelar? Yeah, basically. No, this is Magic the Gathering Online. Oh, sure, Bunny. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. Really, really good writing. I think we're gonna cryptic tap here is how this is gonna work. It's gonna make them do it. I think I'm gonna Once Upon a Time for land, maybe. Bouncing my Mox Diamond. That's kind of rude. Could play the Tracker, but again, like I think their best way back in here is balance. Yeah, that's a reason to Mox Diamond there, so they have to like nuke themselves down to 2 lands. 2 cards in hand. Yeah, they need to sweep my board, and then they also need to answer their own 1 ring. Maybe the Cryptic Command was supposed to bounce the 1 ring, You can always post links that are germane to the conversation. Or, of course, DM them. But it sounds like an easy enough video to track down. Yeah, regretting not playing the Mox Diamond. Nuking them down to 2 cards in hand, 2 lands in play. Oh well. Keep calling the opponent's plays. Well, we knew that they had balance, so they were digging to it. It's like their only way of answering this board, right? Like, if they don't find it, they're just dead. Fractured on Chariot. Okay. Yeah, I think they have me pretty well locked out here. It's just going to come down to can they answer their own 1 ring? And they essentially have 1 turn to do so. Yeah, the Verge doesn't tap for blue there. I'd like to bin the turn to the Mox Diamond and play a different land, and then Titania can get back a fetch. You get an instant 5/3. No other land in my graveyard currently does that. There's only 2 fetchables for the turn, so I can't just crack the turn and then get the Titanian back. Kind of seems like they're gonna die to their One Ring, huh? A Stifle effect in the cube. There's the 3-mana 3/2 flash. Yeah, I just win. Awesome. Cool. Alright. This hand's very powerful. It's also very slow. I'm gonna keep Once Upon a Time has a solid chance of finding me like a dork, and then you're going turn 2 Nadu, turn 3 something. Could be good. Alright, so I didn't do that. Just gonna grab Ancient Tomb, I guess. The 1-drop played well with Nadu. That's so slow. Then you don't even necessarily have the mana to play the Nadu, whereas this way we're locking up, Chariot mana. We can go to like turn 3 Chariot, turn 4 Nadu or One Ring. Assuming we get those turns. Because again, my start is very slow here. The One Ring protection doesn't even save you from QB. I'll take my draw, but I think I'm scooping here, actually. There's the fucking halfling. Yeah, let's... Yeah. Interesting. This might be another game where library is just way too slow. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab the fetch. And then I think next turn I'm just playing a bear. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I was not planning on activating that one anymore this game. I still... Also gets milled to its own trigger. It's cute. I could currency converter to make sure that I don't like mill it. I kind of don't care that much though. We have other things to do with our mana, with our time. Don't quite have the mana to put Lucha to hand here. How am I supposed to grab Nadu? What does Might Form do here? Double Tifa twice with the Heath. So it'd go to 2 and then 4, and then you'd crack, and it would go from 8 to 16. Yeah, that's just a win. Alright. I don't think the order matters. They're almost doubling. Boink. Yeah. Yeah, the other day I was talking about how like green got a lot better, and someone was like, "Except for Tifa, always goes 15th pick," and I'm like, "Yeah, I mean it doesn't fit every deck, so like someone needs to be doing landfall aggro stuff before Tifa's good, but she is good, you know, not as good as Harmonizer, but still good. If you're doing that thing specifically, has the Krasis done anything good? No, Krasis sucks." Hey Uchiha, thanks for the sod. Thanks for 92 months there. Congrats to another great month. Yeah, cheers. You've been impressed with the budget fetches? Yeah, I think they're like dog shit for actually fixing, but I think they're very good. And making it so that the landfall deck, the deck that needs the fetches to combo, can actually do it consistently. I'm a fan. I was very skeptical, but I really liked how they played out. Got me. Kind of like the timing of that with the song coming in. Is there anything better than just playing this Titania? I guess we could Green Sun. Could get like Nadu, I guess. I could tutor for the Mistfall guy, and then do the Cradle Sack trick again. And then I think that puts me 1 mana short of playing the Titania. What if I just sacked Cradle now? Almost screwed up my order of operations there. I need to sack the land before tapping the Cradle. I guess I can make sure this resolves first. Oh shit. Hey Ninja Jeff, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 58 months there. I wonder how many people end up with this board state at the end of this turn, right? There's a bunch of different decisions in there. What you want a Green Sun for, when you want to do it. If you want to do like stupid tricks, or if you just want like a bunch of lands in play for Sylvan Safekeeper activations on future turns. You had a Green Sun for Nadu and just tried to Gamba. I mean, that could have been sweet. Jack Kobe saw it all from the beginning of the game. Yeah. That was my turn 3, right? That's not a bad turn 3. I'm gonna see if they got a removal spell. I wonder if I was supposed to, like, get aggro and see if they burn a removal spell before damage. Oh, shit. Yeah, once the Berserker is resolved, it's kind of GG here. Because now we have Safekeeper and, like, triple protection. Wait, I can still target. Oh, because I haven't Safekeepered. Cute. Opponent said bigger. Bigger. Cool. That's multiple trophies with green aggro today. Not bad. This one had the landfall thing going on. The other one was just kind of meathead.